The Golden State Warriors are teaming up today to try to tackle the issue of gun violence. Robyn Thomas is the executive director at Giffords Law Center. Thanks so much for joining us today. Of course,
for having me.
Named for former Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords, a huge gun control advocate. What is today about, though?
So today is about the success that we've seen in the city of Oakland at reducing gun violence. Since 2012, when the ceasefire program was really fully launched in its current style, the gun violence in Oakland has dropped by almost 50%. Not just actual deaths, but shootings and crime are drastically reduced. And what we want to do is lift up that success. We want to educate the Warriors and the communities around California about the success so we can bring resources to these programs and see a reduction in similar cities across California and across the country.
Yeah, it's certainly something to be celebrated. What exactly do you attribute this success to?
So what the ceasefire program really did was a couple of things. First of all, it really identified the very, very small percentage of individuals in Oakland who were driving most of the violence. And it brings them for these small call-ins where they're offered support and resources and services from across the city, a way to have economic and job and housing security so that they can put the guns down, stop the violence. And we've had to have also Oakland Police Department, law enforcement is always a crucial partner in these efforts. So you need to have a reformation within the police department at understanding how to build police community trust. It's absolutely a key part of this. And then you need the community. You need community leaders and people from within the community to believe in these programs, to believe that we're investing in these individuals so they can choose a different path. And what's amazing about these programs is they're research-driven, they're community-based, they work. And when we invest money in these programs, we also save money because the amount that's spent on hospitalizations and criminalization is simply something that we don't need to be doing. We can rather be investing in individuals to choose a different path.
All right, and another aspect of the community being involved in this is the Warriors. Kind of interesting. Why did you bring the team into this?
So we had done some events with Coach Steve Kerr, and he's very interested in the issue of gun violence and interested in trying to help lift up solutions. And when we talked to him about this program in Oakland that was happening, he talked about how the players were so interested and invested in the city of Oakland and that they would love to find a way that they could help support those efforts. And we said, well, why don't you come to Oakland? We'll teach you all about this effort and what really is going on in Oakland, and then it will give you the information you need to lift this up, to talk about these programs, to advocate for the funding. California State Legislature invested $30 million through the Violence Intervention Program into cities like Oakland. So we need people to understand how important it is for the state to make an investment so other cities can benefit like Oakland. So we're hoping that the players, by understanding these programs, talking about them, helping be ambassadors to advocate for this kind of program here and elsewhere, will really help bring attention to this great success and this sort of happy, hopeful outcome.
Yeah, and use their voice, obviously, to forward some of these programs. What is the hope here, that this is going to be replicated across the state, across the country?
Yeah, well, so today, for those that are interested, at 4:20, we're going to be meeting in Oakland and then doing a peace march to Allen Temple, where we're going to be having a big town hall with Coach Steve Kerr, community advocates, and others. Anyone who'd like to join us is welcome. You can go to giffords.me/warriors if you want to get a ticket and come join us. We'd love to see everyone there. And we are hoping that this event will bring the community together, bring athletes who care about the cities in which they play and live, bring attention in it that it is something that we'll be able to replicate in other cities in California and across the country.
All right. Sounds like it's going to be a really fun night for a lot of people.
It's going to be great.
Ready to celebrate the successes. All right. Robyn Thomas with Giffords Law Center. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.